I am afraid this rebellion must come to an end. Hello everyone. I am Andrew Jordan, also known as the 12th Kind here on YouTube. Today, some more Let's Play Star Wars Battlefront II, the one that came out in 2005. In the previous episode, was the previous episode the one that was recorded in a void? No, it was the one before Monday's video. Inside the void. Now, you may be wondering, Andrew, the 12th Kind Dornan, why the fuck are you recording within the void? And that's just because, for the meme, I have yet to do that again. That was a one-time thing, just because part of me was like, what if I just cranked the reverb all the way up? And honestly, even though it might be a little cursed, I still like the fact that I did it. I'll do that one. Also, I think my speakers are a little loud, so I'm gonna turn them down a touch. I still haven't found like a set of headphones that I could use with my capture card, so I can listen to the game audio without worrying about it bleeding over into my speakers, because I was using the headphones that I use for my computer, but after a while I was like, I would much rather prefer keeping them plugged into my computer all the time, because sometimes Discord has a fit over what my audio devices are, and it's like, oh, you keep changing it, why? And I'm like, because I need them. So I did at one point get like a pair of like super cheap headphones from Office Depot. They were like a couple of dollars because they were on clearance or whatever. But I quickly realized that they had no volume control, so it was just like a max volume in my ear. And I was like, oh, that's not ideal. Oh no! Oh, there he goes! I'm sorry. Oh my god. That was amazing. I just like let that rip without a second thought, and that poor man is no more. Oh, how do you explain that one? Well, his tank commander just jumped out of nowhere, and unfortunately, these are hover tanks, so their stopping power is not great. There is no friction, it's just air. So, sorry, ma'am. Your husband is dead. Oh. God. I think, like, back when I was, playing, like, Battlefront 1 a lot, that was, like, one of my favorite things. Because in Battlefront 1, you could get out of any vehicle while it was still moving, which meant if you wanted to, you could just constantly just get in like a fighter or something on maps that had them, and then just pilot them until you ran out of ammo, and then you just like dive bombed it and jumped out like the last second. Bonus points if you had like a jet trooper or something. Oh man. Been like, sorry sir, I hate to break it to you, but your husband is dead. Why? Well, his bombardier captain just sort of jumped out of the bomber. We don't know why. We can't find him either. He just like zoomed off with the jetpack. Alright, there we go. Looks like there might be a hostile up here. Yep. No hostiles. One hostile. Good lord. Oh, so I guess I'm gonna end up dating this recording by letting y'all know that it's being recorded on Friday, July 30th, so a couple of weeks before it comes out. And the night before, I my D&D group, we met up to finish the one shot, which ended up being a two shot because we hadn't played D&D in forever. So we were all super rusty, but it was a lot of fun. I almost ended up killing everyone in the party at least once, including myself. That was great. What had happened was yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh no, no. Let's spy another fleet and engage the enemy. And so what had happened was my Warforged, he has this trait because of the soldier background. He's an artificer, but I gave him the soldier background because of the backstory I gave him. And one of the flaws that I rolled was that a hatred of a specific enemy, or like a kind of enemy, just makes him blind with rage and unreasonable. And so we ended up encountering this group of like goblin slavers, and as soon as my Warforged heard slaves, eyes went from blue to red and was like, we are gonna kill some slavers tonight, and just marched off, shoving one of the monks in the direction, because it was a 5x1 corridor. Oh, it was great. Or I guess maybe like a 1x1. It was like only 1 square wide, and so because that only, you know, you can have people shoulder to shoulder. But anyways, semantics aside, I completely wrecked face, or rather my Warforged did. God damn it. Including his own face, because a bat had gotten right in his face, and he went to firebolt it, and it killed the bat, but it also dealt 5 damage to myself, and I went to 2 HP. Up until that point, I had not taken a single point of damage, but because my Warforged effectively raged, he took a lot of damage. He almost died right towards the end of the adventure too. It was great. But it's looking like we might do some more adventures in the future. They're all going to be kind of one-offy, and it's just going to be like sort of serialized, which I'm pretty excited about. So the next sort of one-shot that we're doing, the DM is allowing us we're restricted to races within the standard player's handbook, but we can do any class, including homebrew. And so I've decided that I'm going to homebrew a class based off of the Pretty Cure franchise, which is a franchise that Flower Gothic got me into. And honestly, I've been having a blast watching those series under the Pretty Cure title, because they're all really great. Check them out. Some of them are on Crunchyroll, and some of them are under the Japanese name, which is Precure. So just like, instead of pretty, remove the double T and Y, and there you go. But yeah, I got a workshop to figure out how exactly I'm going to translate a Pretty Cure into a D&D class. But I have some ideas. And if I really like it, I might release it somewhere. Maybe on like itch.io. As just like a free little thing. Be like, hey, if you wanna if you wanna be a Pretty Cure in D&D, here you go. Are there shields offline? Almost. The frigate defenses have been destroyed. That's good. I don't know how close their shields are to failing, so I'll just do my best. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, someone in the D&D group was like, why not just play a warlock then? Because I mentioned I wanted to homebrew it, and I was like, but, you know, pretty cure, be pretty and cure the world. And they were like, okay, divine pact warlock. And I was like, no. Because I'll be honest, I don't quite care for the warlock class in general. There's just, I don't know, maybe it's just what I've seen other people do with the class, where it's all like pretty close to being the same. Oh hey, we won. But yeah, my brain is a little scattered. What the heck? Oh, it's the cat. Cat demands praise for catching something, which is his toy. I don't think y'all can hear the cat, but he's meowing. Meow. Wow. Oh my god. This cat, he's great. Alrighty, so I didn't double up on supply bonus because part of me did not anticipate the enemy trying to strike back at the fleet, but at the same time, I don't know what I expected. Anyways, let's get in this bomber, and we're gonna wreck face. And then to try to explain what my thought process is, we're gonna take out the transports and then go in and take out the auto turret mainframe and anything else that we can get our hands on, so that way it'll be easier for our side to do lots of damage. There we go. Oh, something like a while back, this is like Star Wars lore-ish related, but like a while back, this channel called the Templin Institute did a video on, you know, what would happen if like the Empire tried to invade Earth, and like maybe it was like, you know, just a few Star Destroyers at most. And one of the points that they had argued was cybersecurity, and they were like, you could just hack into a thing. And for a while I was like, huh, I wonder if Star Wars security is really that bad. But then I started doing more research into it, and I realized that Star Wars cybersecurity is actually decently top-notch. Like, not everything is connected to like an intergalactic network. Like, the only things that are like your space TVs and your space phones, and like that's it. Any sort of like ship computer or what have you, like they have to get updated by a droid with proper security clearance. Oh great, our shields are down. But yeah, it was just something interesting to think about, that like Star Wars actually has pretty decent cybersecurity. Like, yeah, on Endor, and also, yeah, on Endor, and then also with other, like in the Clone Wars, I think the episode's called Rookies. You have a situation where like Rex and the clones were able to get access back into the base as posing as a battle droid. And so like the biggest weakness is just that like the galaxy is way too big and personal identification is not really their strong suit. And like that's about it. Like their computers seem pretty top notch. The only problem is that people are involved. But like we see in Clone Wars, I think season 7, the only way you know, you can get access to like the enemy's battle plans is if you go into their base and have someone with like the proper tools and experience to like splice into a computer and whatnot. So it's not hacking into a... Oh, I'm out. I'm out of time bombs. That's right. I don't have supply bonus. Ugh. So it's... I don't know. It was an interesting video. Most of their work I like, just because of the quality behind it and the level of research. But like, sometimes when it's just like the like main guy is just like when he's just spouting his opinion on things, I'm like, I don't know. It's the same thing with the Space Doc, honestly. Like, all of his like analytical scripted content is good, but like his stance on sci-fi is that it has to be super realistic in order for it to be good, which like saying a space, like saying something like the Expanse is realistic is a little pushing it, because all we have are like, you know, we have theories, and then we also have, you know, stuff on the small scale, like the space shuttle and, you know, the International Space Station and satellites. We don't have warships flying around, so we don't actually 100% know how space combat would actually work. We just have a lot of really good guesses. So, like, in my opinion, saying, like, and I used to be like, oh, this is so realistic, or whatever, when talking about certain, like, hard sci-fi. But honestly, like, I stopped doing that because I realized realistic is kind of not a great term to use in terms of sci-fi, because, you know, it is science fiction. They are taking lots of liberties because there's just stuff we don't know. And so it's like, there was other stuff like being like, oh, you know, Star Wars dogfighting is silly because it's World War II dogfighters in space. Like, yeah, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, mijo. I don't know. Some people, I find their opinions on sci-fi and stuff very silly, because I'm like, it's all, at the end of the day, it's just fiction. And it's escapism. Like, you're allowed not to like things, but like, at some point, there's like, it gets to the point where like you're shitting on someone else because of what they like. It's like, oh, you like Star Wars, but not the Expanse. Ooh. And it's like, yeah, fuck off, bro. I personally like, you know, both the Expanse and Star Wars. They're very different franchises that screeches. They scratch very different sort of, you know, itches when it comes to, you know, sci-fi content that I want to consume. Like, do I want, you know, dumb fun space opera? I'll watch Star Wars. If I want something with like interesting character dramas and fascinating, you know, interplanetary politics, I'll watch The Expanse. If I want to watch someone talk about how much they love fucking Earl Grey tea, I'll watch Star Trek Next Gen. You know, stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. At this point, I just don't even know anymore. I'm also the same kind of person that gets really happy when we get any game in a franchise when there hasn't been one in so long, like when Metroid Prime Federation Force came out. I remember being super excited about it because we hadn't had a Metroid game in so long, but everybody I knew was just shitting on it constantly. And then like some of them started to dog on me and shit on me because I was excited that it was coming out. And I was like, do you not want a new Metroid game? Because I'm pretty excited about this. And they all just like kept on like poo-pooing it. And I was like, alright, whatever. It seems multiplayer focused, so I don't know if I'll be able to play it because none of my friends want to play it with me. But you know what? I'll probably enjoy it. And I ended up picking it up a few years later, or only a couple years later. And honestly, I did enjoy it. However, that was when I started to really realize that sometimes I get motion sick in games. And Metroid Prime Federation Force is you aim 100% with motion controls. And because I was using my old 3DS, which is now my dad's 3DS, the screen was small, and so that made it really hard to focus, and it gave me some decently bad motion sickness. So because of that, I haven't been able to like really sit down and enjoy the game. But I feel like maybe if I played it on like the new Nintendo 3DS, the frame rate would be better. And also just like in general, probably would have better motion controls. Just because I think the gyroscope in the new 3DS is a lot better than the old one. I could be wrong though. But yeah, one day I want to play that. Maybe if I get like 3 other people together and 3 more copies of Federation Force, because they probably don't want to spend money on that game. I could maybe like put together like a group to do a collab of it. That would be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. Also, I do have tentative plans to do some other collab projects with some other people. I'm not going to say who or what, because 1, I don't want to give it away, and 2, fuck you. And 2, fuck you. Honestly, you in particular. Yeah, you. Sorry, I don't know why. Anyways, I'm curious to see how I'm gonna edit that in post. But anyway, so that nothing's 100% official. There is oh my god, I just capped it. I just capped it. You can't do this to me. Oh my good freaking golly. Anyways. Oh, excuse you, asshole. We also need to set, shit. Set days and times to record. But I've got quite a few people lined up to do collab stuff with. And let's see what else. I am doing the Visionary SMP, which is like a big collaborative thing on its own, which is fun. I think the first episode we had an appearance of the server owners and one of the members, and then since then we've also had we haven't had anyone else, but episodes are coming out soon that do feature the server owners in them, because I need their help with a build, which that episode came out, so I can indeed say that it's a build inspired by ancient Greek amphitheaters. So I'm really excited for y'all to see the final product of that, because it's gonna look so cool, and I'm really curious to see what y'all think of it. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to do videos with the other members of the SMP, just because everyone like fanned out really quickly. And some people, they are just so far out of the way. I'm like, I don't know. You live all the way out in the Goonies. I'm not sure if I can... It would take a whole episode just to get there. You know, assuming I don't do any cuts, which I probably would, but still. Anyways. What command po- Oh, it's 3. Of course it's 3. Why would it be anything else? Get out of here. Can you blow up the... That was one of my own. It was red, so I threw a grenade, and then it wasn't red anymore. Good lord. And I blasted that rebel in the kneecap. Where is my money? Pop, pop. Oh. Good lord. So, I am planning on this being the sort of finale to like the whole sort of Let's Play. And so the next video that comes out will... Oh, excuse me. I had coffee this morning. Will be the bonus episode. So going over just showing off instant action, just like little bits of the different stuff in instant action. Be like, hey, this is the stuff that you can do. Stuff like, you know, capture the flag, hunt. On PC, there's extra large, which I'm not 100% sure if I'll be able to record that, just because of how finicky Star Wars Battlefront II is. Like, we're talking like if you're using Fraps, you have to stop recording before you load into a map, because otherwise the game crashes. It's a bit nuts. So I don't know how I'm gonna approach that. But I do know that at the very least I can show off the PSP version, and just show you what that's like in a in its limited capacity, it's not, I will go on a limb and dare say that it's not terrible, it's not unplayable, and sometimes I enjoy playing it. Okay, it did explode. Okay. Passenger. There we go. Driver's seat. The gunner wasn't doing a good job, or at least I didn't think he was doing a good job, so I took over, and then I had to, like, scoot my way back up towards the pilot's seat. You're not gonna take off, are you? No, you're taking off! Oh, damn it, I forgot! No. Ah, my ride! Oh, why? Why did I think the AI was gonna do anything different? Oh, no! Oh, I have made the biggest blunder. Oh, I do not know why on God's green earth the AI decided to do that. I don't know why. There's got to be some weird bug with like shuttles and AI pathfinding where it just like hits the wall but doesn't realize it's a wall, and so it tries again. It's like, I got moved backwards. I wonder why. I'll just try again. Kaboom! You're dead. It's like, good freaking lord. This game is great. Love it to bits. But oh my god, can it be dumb. It can be so dumb. Anyways, so, I've run out of things to talk about, so I guess I can, I'll just start shouting out creators that I follow, that are like friends of the channel and whatnot. So, top of the list, we got, Flower Gothic. They recently came out with their attempted Duggar vacation video. You guys should 100% go watch that. It's very informative, and also I'm in it. So you get to see me on another person's channel. Next up, we got Lady Goggles. She was our DM for the one-shot that turned into a two-shot. That was 100% us as the players. That was our fault because we hadn't played D&D in forever, and so we were like, wait, what do we do? How is this? What is a dice set? What's a D20? And the content that Lady Goggles produces is the Media Literacy Handbook and Brooklyn Mom. Both of those are really solid video series. Brooklyn Mom, she puts on a Brooklyn accent and reviews a game, either one given by her by the devs or a game that she found, and honestly it's a hoot and I love it. And the Media Literacy Guidebook is all about how to become more media literate. It's very great, very informative stuff. Next up, we got another friend of the channel, Sarah, also known as Xenoblade Fanatic on Twitter and Twitch. I think a couple months ago or so. Time is an illusion. But she recently became a Twitch affiliate, so now you can sub and give her money, which is great. She also currently has commissions open. I think maybe like 3 slots left or something like that. I'll just go ahead and link to her Twitter so you can see there whether or not she's got any commission slots open. Then we've got the server owners of the Visionary SMP, Jamokra and Olivia. They're both really great. They've made appearances on the channel. Oh, by the time you get this, the episodes that they're in will have gone live. So yeah, go check them out. Let's see, who else? There's Max, my faux rival on the Visionary SMP server, and you know, just a total bro, cool dude. He streams on Twitch. You may have seen his name pop up once in my comment section on the first episode. Trying to be a meme lord, God. But really cool. Go check them out.
Our communications relay has been destroyed.
Let's see, who else is there? Just trying to think. My buddy Cameron, Trainer Shy Guy, he does videos. I'll link to his stuff below. This is just this has become like the shout out corner. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna shout out all of my friends because I want them all to be super successful. So Cameron, also known as Trainer Shy Guy, he does stuff on YouTube and Twitch. I think his main focus is YouTube, if I remember correctly, because he wants to be a video editor. So I'll link to his YouTube, and you can find his Twitch through there. Who else? Jill. Oh man, I haven't spoken to Jill in a while. I should do that. I should check up on her. But she does stuff on Twitch. I'll link to her Twitch below. I should probably be careful with the amount of links that I put in one episode, because YouTube might be like, spam, maybe? There's a lot of links in here. And I'm like, it's... You know what I might do? I might do an article for my website where I've got all of everyone's links, brief descriptions of what they do, how I know them, etc. And I'll link that in the description, so that way it's one link, so YouTube doesn't shoot me. Because if there's something that we all can recognize about YouTube, is that they love shooting people. It's just a fact. I'm kidding. Gotta say I'm kidding, just in case YouTube is like, that's slander. That's defamation. That is incorrect. Someone get the sniper. We must shoot this man. Wouldn't that prove him right? Shut up. Oh, good lord. All of the dumb jokes that I make.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Okay. Galactic Conquest. Before a battle, the attacker will choose a bonus first. The defender. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Who would be best? I think maybe the Dark Trooper would be best. And then... Sabotage. We're going all out. We're doing sabotage, folks. Sabotage. Sabotage. It'll make shooting down those pesky snow speeders a lot easier. I'm curious, out of all of the battles in Star Wars, which one is your favorite and why? And to make it a bit easier, split it into two categories: space and ground. If it's something where it's like, it's a why controller, why? If it's something like where it's like a bit of mix of both, like the space battle is really short, but it goes directly into a ground battle, I'll allow it. Like oh, what's the one? Oh, I can't even remember. Oh, I think it was Ryloth. So like compared to like all the ground stuff that happens in the Clone Wars, the space battle is very short, so that could be considered mostly a ground battle sort of situation. So I'll allow that. But yeah, so for me, my favorite space battle probably is the Battle of Endor in Return of the Jedi. And then favorite ground battle, honestly, it's a tie between the Battle of Hoth and the Battle of Scarif, because both of those are like top notch. So I don't know. I'm curious what y'all think, what y'all favorites are. Just because I like hearing what other people like. I think it's fun. I am also the kind of person that, like, if you like sit me down and like just talk either to me or at me about one of your, like, something you're super passionate about, I will listen and like be 100% like zoned in, and it will also put me into a state of zen, because there's just something about hearing someone go on and on about something that they're passionate about that just like zens me right out. It's like, hell yeah, this person's super chill. Like when I was at SCAD, I had a roommate who was like super into men's accessories, specifically watches, and like he talked to me for like, or rather at me for like a solid probably close to an hour, just about like proper care of watches, how to repair them, how to clean them, proper way to like wear them. It was honestly, it was so cool. Don't really talk to him much anymore, or hardly anyone that I met at SCAD, just because it's kind of hard to keep in contact with people sometimes. But yeah, so that's just like one example of like when someone just like talking about something that it just, I'm like, yes, please continue. It's honestly probably one of my favorite pastimes, is just listening to someone like talk at great length about something that they're super passionate about.
Their reinforcements are dwindling.
There we go. Haha. I don't know. I was about to go, would you guys like that? But then I realized, like, I effectively do that anyways with all of these all of these stupid videos. And also, you know, my sometimes overly produced video essays. But yeah. Also, there was a while there I was trying to do a podcast called Safe Spaces in Game Making, and it was supposed to be like, you know, a podcast about, one, for it to be a safe place to discuss, you know, sort of the impacts and the stigma surrounding mental health issues, and then also maybe, you know, talk about a thing or two about game design. And then eventually I had to put that series on hiatus for mental health reasons. The irony is not lost on me, and I find it quite amusing. Oh my gosh. They were all grouped up and they all flew out. Like, good lord. Oh, hello. Oh, no, 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 no. No, you don't. You know, it's... I think, like, the particle cannons are, like, supposed to be used on the vehicles, but I've found the standard laser cannons to be really helpful with taking out the snow speeders, and the particle cannons for taking out infantry, just because the particle cannons, like, they pack a punch and they have splash damage. But like the personnel cannons, they don't, oddly enough, despite being, you know, on a walking tank like thing, don't really pack that big of a punch. Alright, well, they're not spawning anymore. Oh, I said that and one just flew right out. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? As soon as I was like, oh, well, there's no more friggin' what you call them? Snow speeders coming out. I guess I'll leave the AT-AT. As soon as I do that, a speeder flies out. Are you kidding me? Oh. Alright. Well, there's 3 guys left. There's 2 at the destroyed shield generator. We have control. We have captured the Falcon. So they can't escape, which is great. Also, is that... Okay, it is quad laser. Okay. And the one on top looks to be... Okay, so it's modeled pretty well. Alright. Well as for, you know, 2005. But we have finally achieved victory. This was an hour long. Good lord. I mean, to be fair, the rebels did attack us numerous times. So, Yeah, save that. 1,400 credits, but it doesn't matter because that's it. And, I guess I'll be replacing this with some random song, or this audio, because it's copyrighted. I see the rebels still try to attack Endor, but it doesn't work, and the Death Star is built, and TIE fighters almost run into each other. Luke Skywalker falls to the dark side, and now there are 3 Sith Lords. So, yay? Well, you know what? We'll leave it like this. So that was the Let's Play. Do we have credits? Can I? There we go. So, credits. Thoughts on the series? It had been a while since I did the first Star Wars Battlefront game, and I was trying to figure out what to do. And eventually I was like, you know what? I really like Star Wars Battlefront II. It's been a while since I did the first one, so I want to do a series on that. And trying to pick which version to play was actually super easy because, you know, I did Battlefront 1 on Xbox just because it was easier to record. So I did the Xbox version of Battlefront 2 for the exact same reason. I didn't have to worry about like aspect ratios changing or it crashing. None of those worries. Honestly, it was great. I did have a lot of fun editing this series. There was like a period of time where I think episodes didn't really have that many visual gags just because I switched over from editing on my Windows computer to my iMac. And for some reason, the Mac version of Filmora did not have keyframe animations for text for the longest time until like a week ago. or two, and it was really dumb. So I've been doing that, and then since then there have been a couple of episodes where there's just been no fun edits, just because going through it I was like, I got nothing to work with here. I didn't give myself any material. But yeah, the series was a lot of fun to do, and when I was thinking about Galactic Conquest, I was like, well, I wanted to do the scenarios a lot more justice. I didn't want to just do one and call it a day like I did with Battlefront 1. I wanted to like sit down and be like, okay, let's actually go through these scenarios, and kind of, you know, have this nice sense of progression. Did mean that the series, you know, got pushed to be 30 episodes long, but I think that's kind of nice, in my opinion. And then, you know, 31 if you count the bonus episode. Which in my internal numbering system for my files, I kind of do. Yeah, so a lot of fun doing this series. Trying to think of who all to thank. I think the two names that come to mind for thanks are Gunner, who apparently gets thanked every series now, and that's mostly because I just bounce a lot of ideas off of him, especially the thumbnail design. I bounced off of him and a few others, and then more recently Flower Gothic, and so just wanted to thank those two people. Why did you go into screensaver mode, iMac? But yeah, so a couple of things about the channel moving forward. There's some unfortunate news in the video creation space, and that is the independent video sharing site Vlare, which was trying to be like indie YouTube, is the best, most succinct way I can put it. They announced that they were officially canning the project. This was like the third time trying to do Vlare. The first time they actually got the website up and running, I uploaded content to it, and then it got taken down. And then they tried to bring it back, but that failed. And then a new team took over, and they tried to bring it back, and that failed. So, because I really want, you know, those videos that I made to be out there, you know, on the internet and in the ether, so to speak, the next few series that get released on the channel will be those series that got uploaded to Vlare. They won't be counting towards the standard Let's Play count. They'll be part of the Let's Play Vault, which is going to be all of these old Let's Plays from like other places that I've uploaded them, and I'll just be uploading them to YouTube as is, because all I've got are the exported files and their thumbnails, and that's it. I will also be changing the channel art to something else. That should be on screen now. This is the channel art I'll be using. I made it for June, and honestly, I want to use it. I want to have more reasons to use it, because it took a while to get the gradient right. So that'll be the channel art for the entire duration while those three series are getting uploaded. One of them is Pikmin, but the commentary I feel is different, and the way I went about the game is a bit more different. So it shouldn't be too terribly confusing. And also I'll be putting like Vlare or something in the title, just so y'all know it's a different series. But yeah, let's see. So those will be going up. Those will probably take some amount of time for those to all finish out. I need to do the I need to do the actual math to figure out how many videos I have in total to be uploaded, and how frequently I'm going to upload them, and then figure out when I'm going to take the next break after that, from uploading stuff in general. And I'm going to be using this whole time to try to determine the next Let's Play, because ever since I started having hard drive issues on my Windows computer, like half of my plans just went out the window. And that's just my life, to be quite honest. Sometimes my plans just disappear on me. I have some ideas on what I want to do, but I'm not 100% sure. But I will come up with something soon-ish. But that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be a bonus video. And then after that, it'll be a bunch of re-uploads. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.